Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Digital Demons podcast. We are here, episode 24, back on the couch, chilling. We got the furries around here somewhere, the fur babies. So here we are, episode 24. Another wild week in history, huh? I guess.
What a week that we've had.
Yeah.
What a week.
Every week has been a wild week.
What's going on?
Nothing. They have a story that supposedly Joe Biden got on a plane that wasn't his.
Oh, that's right.
During the prisoner swap, where we got 3 people back. We freed up some people on their side, mainly like hackers and fucking lifetime criminals, murderers, shit like that. So it's cool. We always get hosed in these deals. When we do prisoner swaps, it's like, oh yeah, we would just want one person. How many did you guys want again? 800? Okay, yeah, that sounds fair. Yeah, so Russia got a whole bunch of career criminals, and we got an ex-Marine, a journalist, and I forget what the other guy was. But yeah, so, even Stevens, I guess, 3 for like 24 or something like that.
Even Stevens.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
In the realm of, the political spectrum, I guess, they got their people back that they wanted, and we got 3 of ours that we wanted, I guess. But the thing was, they saw him exit the plane or whatever that they had landed on to do the swap, or when they landed home at Fort Andrews, I think. And so they get off the plane. They do the, oh my gosh, so good to see you. I don't know who you are kind of thing because I don't have a brain. And Kamala's like, oh man, you guys must be from HGTV or something like that, whatever they were doing. And then all of a sudden, Biden fucking gets onto the plane that these people just deplaned from in front of everybody. And they tried to say, oh, he was just going on there to say thank you to the crew for flying them in.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
apparently.
yeah, I don't think that was the case. He probably was like, okay, I gotta go, time to go home, or I gotta go take a shit or something. So he boarded the empty plane. Supposedly there was 10 people on board. I don't know how true that is, but yeah, people are making a big old fuss about it, and I just thought it was funny because it's like, dude, you have no idea where you're at this point, like, and it shows.
Well, he doesn't. He needs a handler, which he does, but
he has them. He's got them. He's got them all over the place.
Like how they let him board that plane, that's embarrassing.
Who knows what the fuck could have been on there? They could have been telling those people like, "Hey, chill out, dude. We're gonna fucking kill you guys if you make a sound or what, something weird." Yeah. And then he just was like moseying up the fucking stairs. Like, oh, hey guys, what's up? They're like, "This ain't Air Force One, but you can have a seat." And then they take him fucking hostage or some shit, and then we have a fucking standoff on our hands.
Like,
wouldn't put it past
you're
them.
president. What are you gonna give us?
Yeah.
Ugh, God.
I could give you guys 3 Hershey bars and a chocolate chip ice cream. That sounds about right.
That's crazy. I can't believe that.
Yeah. Well, it happened, and that's just the latest in the string of weird things. Kamala's not gonna. Well, she says she's not going to, because now their debate between Trump and Kamala is going to be September 10th as opposed to the 4th. But it's going to be hosted by Fox News instead of CNN. And she's fucking scared shitless now because now she's really in for it. Like, she was like, oh, Donald Trump doesn't want any of this. He doesn't want to debate me. And Trump was like, no, check this one out, bitch. Like, we're gonna do this not like the other one, because they were gonna set it up just like the other one. No audience, no nothing. They were just gonna let them just be one-on-one.
Just go for it.
Yeah, in a studio. Now they're gonna have a fucking full-blown, like, huge audience. They're gonna have the full 9 yards, like, and she's gonna get fucking ripped to shreds again. Well, not again, but
as she always has.
Worse than Biden did. And yeah, she still hasn't announced her VP pick yet. We're still waiting on the DNC to see how that one goes. But if her rallies were any indication on how the DNC is gonna go,
oh man.
Fucking shit, dude!
That's gonna be wild.
You've seen the DNC footage, or not the DNC, the footage of fucking Megan Thee Stallion and
Yes.
Yeah,
I saw
dude.
that.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
But the only reason why they did that was because Amber Rose was.
Well, not even that. Like, they don't have anybody viable in the Democratic Party that's really going to rile people up. They're a bunch of
Yeah.
weirdos, and so they have this. They're like, oh, we're going to bait them with the celebrity, the whole celebrity and music people and all this other shit. If they see these big name people behind us, they're gonna gravitate towards us, and they're gonna want to put their vote in because fucking
Right.
so and so said that they want to vote for us, and so she brings up fucking dickhead Quavo from the Migos, and
Can't believe that.
she throws her accent on, and she's like, "My friend Quavo knows," and I'm just like, here we fucking go again. Like, Kamala's taking up her accent and all this other shit, and oh, it's been some comedy. I'm just, like I said, I'm not gonna watch the DNC. It's gonna, I don't know. Me not watching the DNC is because, like I said, I'm not gonna hover over it like I did for the RNC because I wanted to see the people that were gonna come on stage. But it's gonna be a fucking clown show. They're gonna have every kind of musical act they can, and it's gonna be like a fucking Lollapalooza as opposed to like the Democratic National Convention where there's supposed to be people, dignitaries of the party that are there to, rouse support and get everybody behind them. But this is going to be, I think, like I said, any indicator that is going to that's how it's going to be is just like her stupid ass rally. And then they said like 5 minutes into her speech, people were leaving. They're like, all right, we saw Megan Thee Stallion up there with her fucking butthole hanging out. Like,
Yeah, like that's all they wanted to see.
yeah, they come
Like,
for the,
that's not.
yeah.
The thing is, how I feel is the people that go and see like Trump and the Trump rallies, they're there to see him. They don't know who's going to be there.
Yeah.
But with Kamala, whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
they don't care what she has to say because she can't speak. She can't hold an audience. Like, she has no idea
she
what
has
she's
to
talking
have
about.
celebrities to like make her look, oh, that's so cool. Quavo. Like, okay.
Yeah, okay, cool. You got Quavo to go to
Yeah,
your fucking
like what is
your
that?
rally.
What's that gonna do to help your country? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
But people see it like, hey, Quavo's gonna vote for her. Maybe I should vote because Quavo did it. Like,
And that's so sad.
that's how they do it every time.
Like that's yeah.
That's how it goes down
horrible.
every single time. But yeah, the DNC is gonna be a fucking shit show. We already know that.
That whole party is a shit show.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So.
Well, speaking of shit shows, you had the old shithead Nancy Pelosi today too. It was either today or yesterday or whatever it was, saying that Biden should be put on Mount Rushmore.
What?
Yeah, he should be put on Mount Rushmore
There's
because
no
of
way.
all the things that he's done for the country.
He's done jack shit for this country. It's so funny because I see a lot of these posts, which makes me happy because think of it this way. So we had COVID, 2020?
Yeah.
We had COVID 2020. Like a majority of people got laid off. Okay. So a lot of people didn't have jobs. Like they got laid off. Like, hey, there's no work. We have to shut down, whatever. So people lost their jobs. And then fast forward to when COVID wasn't as, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like COVID wasn't as
Popular because they seemed to make it as popular as they wanted it to be.
Yeah, like so businesses were opening up.
Yeah, it was on the downhill of the whole tail end of the COVID.
Yeah,
shit.
so businesses are now opening up, and then oh my gosh, people are getting jobs again, but that was going towards Joe Biden being like, oh yeah, employment rates were going up 87. What was it, like 87%?
Well, what he did was he inflated the numbers because they weren't new jobs. They were the jobs that had been fucked up by the whole shutdowns.
Right.
Like, okay, all these people got fired. Those jobs are now vacant. It wasn't like, hey, they still have their jobs. And then when COVID ended, hey, shit, we made, you know, X amount of tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of jobs. That's not how it went. So them saying, oh, our employment rate has skyrocketed since then, and you guys are, you know, you guys don't know what you're talking about, this and that. It's all made up numbers. All the
Exactly. It's
shit's
like,
made up
no,
numbers.
these were people that already lost
They're
their
vacant
jobs.
jobs.
Yeah, and they're getting their jobs back. It's like, no, you're not doing anything to help the country. Like, these are people getting their jobs back.
It's not even people getting their jobs back. Those people got fucking canned and new people came in and took their jobs. It's
That's
just
true.
new faces, same fucking job.
I'll say this from like actual experience. I was a bartender in Hollywood and Highland, and I during the time when COVID just came out, I lost my job. They told me that they were closing at the restaurant, and they were like, "Hey, like we're closing down. You know, it is what it is." I had just hit my 1 year mark at that company. And it was devastating. I was like, you know, that sucks, you know?
Yeah. You think of all the people that opted to not do the shot and get their jobs taken away from them or whatever.
Yep.
They've had 10, 15, 20 years and they're just like, yep, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
You guys.
So I lost my job it was Lucky Strike. I lost my job there. I was, you know, without a job. And then once businesses started opening up, they told me, well, yeah, you can come work here, a new place. Yeah, you can work here, but you have to have the vaccine. And me personally, I'm not with that. That's just me personally. And I was like, okay, well, if I want to have a job, I have to get the vaccine. And that's kind of a horrible thing.
Because they made it a mandate. It wasn't an option, it was a mandate. So that's where a lot of people are conflicted at. That's why
right.
a lot of people ended up getting the shot, because just to save their jobs. They're not going to throw 20, 30 years of a job down the drain, lose all the fucking money they have, not have a job, no income. They lose their house, they lose their cars. A lot of people fucking killed themselves because of that shit, because they lost everything that they had. So, I mean, there's your impact right there. And then they're saying, oh, look at all the people that we lost during COVID. Well, yeah, I mean, these are all people that should have never fucking got a shot anyways. You get your shot and then you end up fucking dying. And it's all elderly people.
Yep.
Elderly people everywhere. So, I mean, everybody's had some kind of shit like that with the whole vaccine story and fucking COVID and all that shit. Blame fucking China for that shit. That's what I say. It's all fucking China's fault. Yeah. Cock-sucking Fauci and all those fucking experimental assholes that let that shit get out in Wuhan. Now they have all the documents that point to that direction. So there you go. That's my final say in that whole fucking COVID shit. That shit, I don't even know, man. Like it's beyond fucking irritating because it never had to happen and it never should have happened. And, you know, it's done irreparable damage to every person in the whole fucking United States, especially, and in the world, blah, 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 blah. Not trying to be a fucking, you know, advocate for the whole world or anything like that, but it is what it is. People got fucked, and that's the bottom line. That's it.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, don't get us wrong, like, there's a lot of people that we're friends with that don't agree with what we, like, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like, there's a lot of people that don't agree with what we go for, but statistics are...
Yeah, you can't lie with the numbers. The numbers don't lie.
Exactly.
But it is what it is. Everybody's going to have something to say on their part, but in the end, you just gotta fucking realize what happened, and it's not good. So, what can you do about it now? It's 4 years ago, and they're trying to make new strains of this shit. And
for example, my dad.
Now new strains are coming out, and fucking all this other shit.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, fuck COVID, and all that other shit. So yeah, this week was pretty fun.
Oh, we had the greatest week, especially this weekend.
Yeah.
Had the greatest weekend.
Well, my week started off kind of weird. God damn, these in-ears are fucking really getting to me right now. Really, really bugging. So yeah, I had an interesting start to the week, particularly because I was on the way to work and there was there's a light that I go through every single morning, and there was a car stopped at it. So it was red. It was a red light, and I'm like going up to this light to obviously stop, and I noticed there was a guy like on the side of the car. He's outside the car and he's like looking in the window, and I'm like, oh fuck, this guy's like getting carjacked or some shit, or maybe the dude's, I don't know, locked himself out of his car or something weird.
Now, mind you, what time was this?
Um,
It was like
it was
what,
like
5:30 in the morning?
Yeah, I was a little
5:36?
bit on the early. Yeah, it wasn't even 6 yet. I wasn't even to the
There
freeway
wasn't
by
like
then.
the sun wasn't out yet, or
Yeah,
it
it
might
had
have been like peeking out,
barely,
but it was like
barely.
very early in the morning.
Yeah. So this guy was on the outside of this car, and I'm like sitting there like, fuck, I gotta put the brakes on, dude. Like, cause I don't want to get into some shit. If this dude's getting carjacked, like I'm fucking, rolling out to the side around it, and I'm fucking leaving. I'm not gonna, get fucked up myself.
Yeah.
Gotta go to work. And so I'm like kind of rolling up to the stoplight, and I noticed there's a red bicycle on the ground, and the guy like goes away from the door of the car and picks his bike up, which I didn't know it was his, and he starts like, and by this time I'm like up to the limit line, and I'm just kind of like, no fucking way. I was like, did this guy just get hit by this car? And it turns out like he lifts the bike up and like he's rolling it on the back wheel only, so he has like the front wheel like up in the air, and the wheel itself is like folded. It's not like circular anymore. It's like folded in, and I'm like, yeah, dude, he just got fucking hit by this car.
He just got jacked up.
Yeah, and then I look over, and the car itself is like almost to the second line of the crosswalk. Like, you know how the one you saw behind, and then there's a crosswalk, and then there's a second. This dude was like clear into the crosswalk, and so I'm like looking, I'm like, fuck, dude, this guy got hit by this car. Like, I wonder if he's all good. Like, he was walking, he was, limping a little bit, but he was walking, and he walks across the crosswalk in the intersection and goes to the corner, and he just kind of like standing there. He's like kind of feeling himself, like, oh shit, like I don't know if I'm good. And I kind of look over, and I'm like, fuck, like I don't know if I should like do anything. And then the guy next to me, he's an older Asian dude, and I'm like looking at him, and I'm kind of like, you just fucking hit this guy with your car? Like, I'm pretty sure you did. Like, and he just looks at me, and he's like,
Oopsie.
fuck, like hopefully you didn't get my license plate. And I didn't, because at the time I thought he was getting like fucked with. I thought the guy was like at the side of his car, like, like ding, 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 give me your shit kind of thing. And it wasn't until I got all the way up to like the little limit line thing, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, you got hit by the car. So anyways, this guy's got like this dark gray Corolla, and there's like white stickers all over it, like random white stickers. But there was a big ass like white Band-Aid sticker on the back door. And I like look over, and I'm like, okay, well shit, if anything pops up later on, like, the
You can
local
tell, like, what the
Facebook
car
page or
is.
some shit.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, like just screenshot. And so a couple seconds go by, the light turns green, and I kind of waited for a second to see if the guy was gonna like pull over. Fuck no. This guy goes right through the light, gets on the freeway, and just peace out. Like, see you later.
Funny, but like,
It's not funny. It's fucked up, but I kind of felt shitty too, because I was like, I gotta go to work, and I just went through the light and got on the freeway.
he said, I gotta go to work.
So yeah, I had like an internal thing like that whole day. I was like, shit, man, should I have stopped and like seen if the dude was okay? Like, I don't know this guy. Obviously, he's a stranger, but like, I don't know. I kind of felt bad later on. Like, damn, I feel like I should have like been like, hey, do you want me to call 911 or some shit like that? Because if I got hit by a fucking car and like people left me stranded, I'd be pissed off as fuck. Like,
yeah, I mean, here's the thing. So, for a little bit of context, where we live, I'm sure it's a lot of the country.
It's California.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, hey, where we
Southern
live
California. There's a lot of homeless people. So, not saying that it's okay to hit a homeless person. Like, it's not okay. But where we live, there's a lot of, again, homeless people.
especially on that
and-
street. And then it's like,
Well, yeah.
I don't know like if what the whole situation was, but I clearly knew that he got hit by this car. So I was like, shit,
Right.
maybe I should like say what's up, not say what's up, like, hey dude, what's up, and then drive off. But
also, too, again, not saying that it's okay that any homeless person gets hit by a car, but the homeless people out here, it'll be a green light. Okay, you're driving through a green light, you're doing your thing, and a homeless person will just walk out in front of your car. Like,
well, that's everywhere. That's just how they
but
roll.
especially it's especially out here. I mean, again, not saying it's okay, but I mean it happens a lot out here.
There's been a lot of people lately, like on the little scanner thing, that have got hit by fucking cars out here, like a ridiculous amount. Like, no joke. There's probably been like, I'd say like at least 7 people within the last month that have got hit by cars. There was one dude or one person, I'm pretty sure it was a guy, that got hit on the freeway just up the road here on Friday or Saturday, and they like fucked him up really bad. They said like his body was all mangled up and stuff. So yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the whole people getting hit by cars. They just don't watch out for shit, I guess. And yeah, I don't know. Look at this guy.
Sorry,
This is the new addition
So
right here.
we have a new kitten. Well, he's not a kitten anymore, but come say hi.
Bring him over.
Like,
Just snatch him up and bring him over.
come here.
Well, don't rip your head
yes.
off. This fucking creep. This is Spanky. He's the newest addition to the crew.
Say hi.
Did you hear him? He's all little weirdo.
Hi, baby.
Yeah, so there's been like a streak of people like getting just blasted by cars out here. So I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I rolled up on it. I didn't really see it like happen, but I did kind of feel bad later on that day. Like when I got to work, I was like, shit, man, maybe I should have like just said, hey, you need some help. Like, I'm not going to drive you to the hospital, but I'll call the cops for you or something like that. I don't know. Do you guys ever think, do you think you should help people out? Like, if you're in a time crunch, I get it. Okay, cool. But is it something you feel bad about later on? Like, hey, I should have like helped the guy out or the girl out or whatever.
Okay, the way that
But I got to go to work, dude.
Here's the thing. The way that you're saying it is like you're the only person that was there.
I was.
You weren't, though. There were other people behind you.
No, there was not. Not a single fucking soul was behind me.
It was just
It was me, the Asian
homeless
dude, and then the dude that got hit.
Okay, well, now you know people are going to be like, well, yeah, you should have called 911.
Well, fuck, dude. I got to go to work. It's not my whole thing. I'm going to kill this guy right here. He's like tampering with shit right now.
Dude, come here.
He's such a kitten.
So let me give a little context to what we're dealing with. We have 2 older cats about to hit their senior years.
And this spazoid right here.
A new kitten. He is he's about 3.5, 4 months. So still a little kitten. And then we have a snake, which you guys will probably never see.
Maybe.
Yeah. Eventually you'll see the snake. And then we have a dog.
Yeah, he's action
not
packed.
even 2 years old. Oh, such a sweet boy. But there's a lot of things going on in the background because we have a lot of animals.
Yeah.
But this kitten has a thing with messing with wires.
Yeah, he's a cord fanatic. He's
it's just
any
like
cord.
strings, well, you'll see right now.
Well, let him get into what he wants to get into. So yeah, let me see what else besides the dude that got hit on the bike.
We should talk about our weekend.
Well, let's go from the beginning of the week. We also started. I think it was that night, watching The Sopranos.
Oh my god.
Okay, if you're not with The Sopranos and you don't know about The Sopranos, I would highly suggest watching that show because, well, it was on HBO for a long ass time. It was from '99 to 2007, So from the time I was 9, 10, yeah, about 10,
Yeah.
all the way up until I was 17, going on 18, because it ended a week before I turned 18. So that's a long ass time. 8 years, whatever. So off he goes. See you later.
Bye.
Yeah, so it's been on. It was on TV for a long time. Such a good ass show. We're watching it from the very beginning because, like I said, I was younger when it first came on, and we would watch it like religiously every single week at our house. Like every week we would watch this shit, and it was just like it's such a captivating show because like from week to week, you're just like, God, like why do they end it like that? And then
Yeah.
you have to watch it the
wait.
next week. So now we're like
Yeah.
crackhead style binge watching this thing. And but the episodes are like an hour long sometimes each, and I'm like risking my sleep to watch these episodes, and it's amazing because like I keep forgetting how much just crazy shit happens during that show, during like each episode, and you're just like, oh shit, I forgot about that. I forgot about this. Oh shit, that happened too. This guy's back. Oh damn, that guy got killed. Whatever. And I don't know. It's even better now, like watching it when I'm like way older because I didn't comprehend a lot of that shit. Because I
Yeah.
was young. I was like too young to really like process. Like, oh, okay, there's a guy. Oh shit, he got killed. Okay, cool. Next episode, that kind of thing. So I don't
Yeah.
know. What are your impressions of The Sopranos? Because you've never seen it before. Like before we
Yeah.
started watching it.
So you would recommend that we watch this, and I was like, okay, cool. So here's the thing with us. Like we watch a lot of shows together, but it's kind of like it'll be my show and he's not into it, or like it'll be his show and I'm not into it.
Well, for one, I watch your shows and it's like I don't not like them. I just don't get into them because
Well, again, it's not your thing.
well, a lot of them are like medical ones, and you already know the shit that I talk during all those shows. Like, okay,
He's
yeah,
talking
this,
about like Grey's Anatomy or
yeah, the ones where they're like trying to resuscitate people. I'm like, dude, that ain't gonna work. And that shit ain't gonna work in the real world. Like,
right. But okay, the thing with Ryan is he's very like logical about things.
Yeah.
And like, okay, for example, like watching, I don't know, Willy Wonka. How logical is that movie?
well, I like Willy Wonka for one, for sure, with Gene
Right.
Wilder, not any of that Johnny Depp bullshit.
Yeah, no, it's
But you can't compare that because it's a movie that's made to be like that. But if you watch
Right.
fucking Grey's Anatomy and they're like, this guy got, half his face ripped off by a train and then he's
that
dead.
stuff is logical because
And then all of
they
a sudden
have
he's-
people, they have people like they have actual medical staff that are actors in the show.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. Like some of that shit was just like, ugh, god
Yes,
damn, this
and-
is not
and
going to happen
I
right
get
now.
it.
Why is this happening?
So okay, we're gonna go to what we saw on Friday. Can we talk
Oh,
about that?
god damn.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
let's talk about that.
We can't get too far into it though because
Okay, no
it is
spoilers.
it is a new movie
Yes.
and so no spoilers.
Okay.
But yeah. So okay, before this, what the last movie we saw was Spiral.
It was a Saw movie. The
The last
Saw
time we were
movie.
the
and it
last
was
time we were at the
Spiral.
movies. The last time we were at the movies was for that movie.
Yes.
So
which
I don't
was
even know when
2
that came
years
out.
ago.
Really? I thought it was longer than that.
Mm,
It had to have been longer than that.
it was about 2.5 years.
Well, anyways, that was the last time we were at the movies, and so we go see this movie Trap. It's an M. Night Shyamalan joint, and M. Night Shyamalan.
Shamona.
Okay,
Okay,
hell
go
yeah,
ahead. I'm
get
sorry.
it, Michael. So we go and we see this movie, and it's one of those things where I was just like biting my tongue the whole time. I was kind of like, okay, I'm interested in this, but I'm not 100% sold on it.
Well, hold on. So let's give him a little bit more back text or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
So I had been giving him nice.
Gotta snap
Hey.
him out of it. He's like obsessed with the damn cords everywhere.
Come here.
I'm about to lock this guy away in a prison cell right now.
Got in the spray bottle. Come here.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna hold you this whole time. Anyways,
Yeah,
so,
Jesus Christ. We're getting sidetracked here.
Ryan here on Friday. So we went to go see the movie on Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan got home Friday at like, I don't know, 4:30, whatever.
Yeah, because
And-
we did leave early.
And he got home and had a bouquet of red roses. And I was like, oh my God. So I was so happy. I'm a super like romantic, I guess. Like, I don't know. Give me roses, touch my butt, I'm happy. That kind of thing.
Jesus Christ.
So he brought me roses that day and was like, yeah, we're gonna go to the movies. He's not a movie guy. Like, he's happy seeing stuff at home, which
I'll
is
watch
okay.
movies 4 or 5 years after they come out and be like, oh, that was cool. And
Yeah,
they're like, you should have seen
like-
it when it came out. No, not really.
Yeah, exactly. Which is okay. But I was like, I want to go on a date. So he brought me roses and took me to the movies to see the movie that I wanted to see. So we go to the movies, and not only did we spend he $70 on
Well, let
just
me let me
snacks
just
and-
talk about this shit.
Yeah.
Fucking movie, like, I mean, it is what it is, but like, I'm not complaining about it. But at the same time, it's like, where the fuck did they get the idea to sell candy for like $9 a box?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like sodas and shit like that are like $9. Candy is $9. I'm like, what? How does this shit equate to the amount that you spend? You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like I said, but it's just like mind boggling. It's like, how the fuck did I just spend $50 on fucking snacks, dude? Like, I could go to the like Walmart or Target or whatever, wherever you're at, and like get a whole shitload of stuff for that much money. And then you have, you know, Cinemark that's like, okay, 4 items, $73. You're like, what the fuck? Like,
So
are you kidding me? You gotta take a loan out to get fucking candy and shit.
Yeah, exactly. So everything that we got that night, we got a small popcorn. Okay, small. If you can see me, small popcorn.
Well, they could
was
definitely
like
see
this.
you. You're on camera.
It was like this big. Popcorn. He got a large soda. I got a large slushy.
And then we got a little 4-piece pizza,
Oh yeah.
and then the crunch things, and then the red vines.
Oh yeah.
And that was it. And it, like I said, it is what it is. You're there to do the whole experience, whatever.
But still, it shouldn't, like, there's a reason why people don't go to the movies that often, because it's like, okay, well, we can't freaking afford it.
Well, yeah, who can afford anything in the fucking country that we live in right now? The whole world is
Not
expensive.
even the country, it's California.
Well, especially that. I mean,
Like,
but
it's insane.
but we've digressed. We went to go see Trap.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know. It's like one of those things again. Like I told you, I see these shows and I don't know. I wasn't impressed.
Let's
Okay.
give a little bit of context. So there's no spoilers. We're not going to ruin it because there may be people out there that will like it. But me personally, and I know him too, he'd be happy without watching it. I like the movie, but I would be much happier watching it at home when it came out on like.
Well, yeah, that's how we usually do stuff. It's like we'll wait till it comes
Yeah.
out on Paramount or whatever.
But the thing
Shit
is,
it
like,
is.
how they portrayed the movie, it was supposed to be like this great thriller, like it's
Just
supposed to
leave
be a
him.
great.
Just leave him. Let him do his
He's so
thing.
cute. It was supposed to be like a great thriller movie, and it was good at the beginning, towards like the end of the middle. The end of the movie was good, but
No. Dude.
All right, well-
No, dude. I don't know. And I'm not trying to ruin this movie for anybody, but I am one of those people that like look at a story when I'm watching a movie and I'm just like, damn, this is pretty legit. Like this shit could really go down. But I can't give you movies that are like that because I don't do movies like that. Like I don't watch movies and Yeah, I'd rather listen. Oh man, okay. Um, I would much rather sit and listen to music or watch like a thing on YouTube about like a band or watch a performance or something like that rather than watch a movie.
Right, but the thing is, when you watch movies, you are very like you want to watch something that's realistic. Like,
Yeah.
so that like something everything that you watch is something that would actually happen in real life.
Yeah. And if you're not impressed by shit like that and you're cool with just like kind of random stuff happening, then you'll probably like the movie. But I don't know. Like I don't know. It's hard for me to talk about because it just came out, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody. So go see the movie Trap. And I'm not trying to sell the shit, but
Yeah, no.
yeah.
There will be a second one.
No, dude.
Okay, the end of the movie,
I
without
don't
giving
know.
spoilers,
Ah,
what he
fuck.
did, there will be a second one.
Stupid. Dumb.
It's not that bad,
Dumbest movie.
but I would say watch it at home.
If you want to, I mean, go see it in movies. If you're a movie buff person, you got to have the $38 popcorn and $72 fucking Mike and Ike's or whatever you get. Yeah,
Right.
and then let me know what you think because like I said, I wasn't personally sold on it.
Yeah. But Beetlejuice.
Okay, yeah, that preview was cool. I don't remember the actual movie, like the Michael Keaton movie, too much. Um, but yeah, I think I might watch that one. Not in the movies,
would be
obviously. Not going to the movies for that one. Gonna watch that at home. That's gonna be
No.
let's like order some food and just kick it at home.
No, we're
That's
gonna see that in
that's not
theaters.
$100. That's not $100 movie.
Oh
Fuck
my
no.
gosh.
Fuck no, that movie's not $100 movie.
But I will say about this weekend, I have to talk about our weekend, okay?
Go for it. As I'm
So-
yawning.
Go for it.
Hey, we played a game today though. That's why I'm tired.
Well, yeah.
Played our softball game today, and we won the qualifier. No big deal.
No big deal.
Had to get that W though because we lost the big one last week. So it's all good. Starting a new season, getting a win. But
A great game.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see the rest of the season.
So,
Anyways, back to
Here's-
what you're saying.
how our weekend went. So, like I said, came home on Friday with a bouquet of roses. And again, he's not a go to the movies kind of guy, but because that's what I wanted to do, he took me to the movies. And we had a great time. That was Friday. Yesterday, on Saturday, we went to, where'd we go?
Yeah, they're really getting along back there. Yeah, we went to a place called Charlie Brown Farms.
So where we live, it's like, I wouldn't say it's like a farmer's market. It's like,
Yeah, it is kind of. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. It's like a cool ass farmer's market,
it's
but
a
it's a
giant
store.
place that has like everything that's homemade. I guess like
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a lot of
everything
there's a lot
that's,
of
like-
shit that's homemade in there.
homemade, and then they have like in the back, like I don't know how to describe it, but it is like it's a farmer's market.
Yeah,
but
it's got some
open
odds and
7
ends in
days a
there
week.
though.
Yeah. So we went there. He took me there yesterday, and I spent like almost $200 on like I got pickled okra,
Gross.
spicy garlic pickles.
Gross.
I got like 2 aiolis. I got tikka masala sauce.
Okay, that
I
was
got-
fire.
we
And
had
you,
that tonight.
You made your
It was really good.
Chicken tikka masala.
Yeah.
dude. CTM.
We got like homemade jerky. Like, oh my God. We got sodas and like, oh my God. It was so good.
Yeah, that place is
so
cool.
good.
They got a bunch of random shit in there. Like you can get everything from like bubble gums and candies to like fucking like knives and shit like that, and fucking dinosaur statues and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
And you did buy a small Rottweiler statue for the
no,
front.
not me. We did.
Okay, well, either way.
Yeah. So we were walking outside where they have like their sculptures, and we were walking by, and I was like, oh my God, stop. We have to see this. And we saw like these little little figurines of like dogs, and I was like, I see a Rottweiler, and yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. So
Long story short, we have a little mini Rottweiler sitting at our front door.
yeah. So we had the adventure of Charlie Brown's, and then oh my god, these guys are fucking
Sorry, guys.
full fucking wrestling right now. Good lord, Smokey just got his ass kicked.
Right.
But yeah, so we went there, and then later on that night, we watched the Terrence Crawford fight, which was dope.
Valenzuela's baby.
Yeah,
That's the one
Pitbull.
thing.
Isak Cruz versus what was the other dude? Something Valenzuela. I can't remember his name right now. But yeah, that was a really good ass fight. The undercard fights were cool. That one was a good one, and then Terrence Crawford versus what was his name? Israel
It was
Madrimov.
yeah, Madrimov.
That was a good fight.
Madrimov.
Yeah.
Sorry, one of the judges were
My
like,
Dream of Genie.
Madrimov. Madrimov. Yeah, it was oh my god, it was a great fight, and Eminem performed.
Oh yeah, dude. It was on DAZN. If you guys aren't familiar with the program, what do you call it? Company or whatever you call it.
Jake Paul.
I don't know if it's Jake Paul or not, but
Yeah,
they've recently like just blown up. They got all the like the main like fighting cards and shit like that. So, God, dude, I'm so tired. Sorry. Fuck.
Yeah, it was a great fight, and it was good seeing Eminem. I'm a huge, and you'll hear me talk about this in a few episodes. I've worked with Eminem before, but during this performance, Denon, who
What's his stage name?
That's his name, Denon.
Denon.
Yeah, he's a part of D12. So there's like Denon, Bizarre, like there's a whole group that's D12. But Denon has always stayed close with Eminem. So Denon performed last night during the boxing, or like a, what is it?
Yeah, it was like an intermission kind of like performance.
Yeah.
But it was like a halftime performance or something like that. They had a big old stage and it was cool. They had a live band, which was pretty rad. I thought the live band was dope.
It was awesome.
But
it was cool. Like, and I've also met Denon before, and like they're just super awesome. But it was cool to see, like, you know, Denon performing with Eminem, and it was a great performance.
Yeah, he played some
really
hits,
great.
Played some jams. Yeah, the fight though, dude, what was that promoter's name? God damn it, let me see.
Oh, for
the crybaby ass one,
the British guy with what's his name?
Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn.
Oh yeah, okay.
Eddie Hearn, dude, was fucking crying so much. Like after this fight was over with, he was like just beyond being a crybaby about the scorecards and how he thought that Israel Madrimov won the fight. And I've never really seen a promoter act like that. Like he was being a big fucking baby, talking all this shit, and he's like, I don't know how they had the scorecards like that. The scores were atrocious. He was winning, the entire fight, and he's ruined our plans. And it's like, dude, okay, look, this fool got fucking beat up, dude. Like, look at his face.
He didn't get beat up.
I mean, to a certain extent, he got outclassed and he got outboxed. But I mean, it wasn't exactly a picture perfect performance for Terrence Crawford, though. You think because Crawford had 11 stoppages, 11 knockouts prior to this in a row.
Right.
In a row. And this dude stood up to him, and it was only his, 11th or 12th professional fight, which was badass. I'm going to give the guy credit. The dude is a really fucking good boxer. He stood in there with Terrence Crawford. So, I mean, that's cool for him. But at the same time, it's like the dude, Eddie Hearn, was just fucking crying and crying and crying and crying and crying. We can't have judges like this. This is why judging and this and that. Just talking mad ass shit. And he was saying that the scores reflected a 4-1 score for Terrence Crawford, and it only ended up being one round. And they broke all the stats down and all this shit, and it was a close fight. It was a very, very close fight. Yeah. But in the end, Crawford had it. He had the bigger, more powerful punches when he needed to have them, and that, I don't know. That's just how they score it. And they were talking shit about, the California judges, this and that. This is what happens when you have judges from California, and this is why California is tainted and this and that. So I get it, but don't fucking cry about it, dude. Like, okay, your boy that you wanted to take to the top and promote and get bigger fights for, fucking lost his fight. That's what it is. It's a sport. You can't win every single one of them. And I was surprised they gave it to Terrence Crawford. Honestly, I was like, damn, that might be a close fight.
He really didn't win that.
I think he did. I think he did.
Well, that's because, okay, so Ryan and I were going against the same people. Like, so I was going for Madrimov, and he was going for Crawford. So, he's going to go for him. I'm going to go for Madrimov. But I feel like it was either a tie or that Madrimov should have won that fight.
Yeah, no,
but again, you're going for Crawford.
Yeah,
so
Crawford
it is
I think
what it
took
is.
that one.
It is. But I'm just happy that, a Valenzuela, me being a Valenzuela, he won. So I'm happy with that.
He fucking beat that fool up. Like, he way outboxed him, the dude, Pitbull Cruz. Like, that dude fucking...
It's not that he didn't beat him up, but...
He didn't beat him up, but he didn't let him do shit, like, the whole time. And he held him off, and he got some good-ass punches in on him, though.
Oh,
For sure.
But he had the good blocks, and...
His defense was there.
Yeah.
His foot movement was there. He was controlling the ring the whole time. So I thought it was a good ass fight. So I don't know. We'll have to see what else happens. They're going to talk about the whole Canelo fight and all this other shit.
Yeah.
Canelo's probably going to fuck up whoever he fights. So good luck to anybody that tries to go up against Canelo. I mean, I'm not a huge boxing fan. I love the sport of boxing. It's fun. It's nice to watch fights when we can. But I don't really have a dog in the race. Like, this is my all-time favorite. I mean, Mike Tyson, dude. Who's going to deny that? Mike Tyson's the shit.
Yeah. I feel like we're more MMA than boxing.
Yeah, I mean, here and there we do watch our fair share of MMA when we can. I mean,
well, in general, we are like supercross, motocross fans. Like, that's, you can talk to us about that all day, and like we're like, oh yeah, absolutely.
But we have been sleeping on the outdoor season, I will admit, because the last trip it was just hard for me to watch all that shit because of Peacock was being a cock with no P. So I missed a lot, and I just kind of just fell off of it, honestly. But our shit's more like supercross, like you're saying, motocross. But I do love to watch the MMA fights. I like the bare knuckle stuff. I like the boxing and hockey and baseball and all that stuff. But the slap fighting thing, I don't know if that shit is so fucking hilarious to me. Like, how the dudes just, and the chicks too, the guys and girls, just stand across the thing from each other and just slap the piss out of each other back and forth. That's pretty entertaining. I saw this thing the other day, and it was, what do you know, Russians again. They were bare knuckle fighting on a shipping container suspended 20 feet above water. So these guys are just fucking each other up, and then the first one that falls off loses.
What?
Yeah. I don't know what it's called, but it was just like,
tell me that?
I don't know how I get to see these things. They like randomly pop up, right? Like the whole thing with the medieval fighting, and then medieval MMA, and then the ice fighting. Have I told you about that? Where the dudes like hockey style. Just imagine the fights in hockey, how they're on skates and all this other shit. But these dudes are beating each other up, and that's how they fight. It's on ice with the skates and everything like that. So there's that. There's the karjitsu shit.
What?
There was
what is all this?
Yeah, there was. Yeah, I talked about it on the other episodes.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's funny as hell. It's stupid because now they're making a combat sport out of everything. Like, it's getting to be like almost too much with the way that they're inventing. I mean, I get it, but I don't know. It's just a little bit too much. But the thing on the crate was wild the other day. I was like, damn, these fools are really getting down. But yeah, the first one to fall off into the water loses, obviously. And you have the other little combat sport that I like, battle bots.
Okay, we love battle bots.
Yeah, I really want to go see BattleBots in Vegas, like live. I think that'd be cool. It's like a little inner nerd thing I have going on. I like the robots and all that other shit.
It's cool though.
Like we
It's
had a
like actually really cool.
yeah, like we had a robotics team in high school, and I was just like, oh, these dudes are way too smart. Like, and I never really showed interest in it, but I was always like interested in it. Like, hey, I wonder
Right.
if they won their like competition or shit like
Yeah.
that. But I will literally binge watch every episode of BattleBots. I love that shit. Like it's getting better and better and better and better. But yeah, that's one thing I got to do one of these days is see BattleBots live because I think that shit would be fun.
Well, we will be in Vegas in October, the end of October. So we have been together in October 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
4 years.
Mm-hmm.
So normally every year we go to Vegas. That's like our spot. That's just what we like to do. So the last time we were in Vegas, we didn't get to go last year, but the year before we were in Vegas and they had like a whole promotion of the BattleBots. Like we were on the what was it
That's where it's
the
at.
tram? Well, I know it's in Vegas, but we were on the tram, right?
The monorail that
the
runs
monorail.
behind all
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
And like all you see is like the big like dome of where they have the BattleBots. So this year we're gonna see it.
I hope
It's
so.
gonna be
That'd be cool.
so much fun.
Luckily
I can't
for
wait.
us, we'll probably get there and they're like, yeah, BattleBots is over. See you later.
No.
See you guys next time.
No. See, also he has a thing with anytime he speaks things, he speaks things into existence.
I've
Ugh.
talked about that on here too.
Yeah. So don't say that. Take that back.
Yeah, no
So
take backs,
we
dude.
go
It's
in
out.
October
It's out
this
in
year.
it's in the ethos now, dude.
We're gonna go for a week, and
Yeah.
well, we still have to go to Catalina. We're going to Arizona this
Shit.
year.
You better
We have a
fucking
lot
figure out
of-
how to get me some PTO, girl, because goddamn, brother can't be going unpaid up in this motherfucker.
We have a lot of
Shit.
trips planned.
The fucking bills ain't gonna pay
Spanky.
themselves, Jack.
Oh man,
What do you got? I mean, I've been bringing up some shit. I thought you had something.
I was just gonna talk about how.
Just riffing, dude, huh?
Okay, you know what? I did have someone ask me this a couple days ago. It's about like relationships. Honey, I love you. But I did have someone ask me this.
Wow, loudest motorcycle in the whole world.
Yeah, right?
Goddamn. Okay.
A friend of mine asked me, so Ryan and I have two completely different love languages. We're a lot alike, but also very different. It's weird to say. Like, it's weird, but so my friend had asked me because our love language is very different. Hi, Spanky. So
Gotcha.
get him. Okay, so she had asked me how it is to be with someone that has a different love language than I do, and how I can explain it. I'm going to explain it now. So I'm the kind of person that my love language is, again, I said this earlier, but I'm the kind of person that I want hugs, kisses, bring me flowers every now and then, like just physically love me. And I'm not saying he doesn't do that, because he does, but his love language is very different. His love language is
Sup.
his love language is, hey, all the bills are paid for. You have groceries. You have or not you, me, but hey, all our bills are paid for. We have food in the house. Our animals are taken care of. He takes care of everything in the house. Okay, so there's different love languages. But the thing is, hey, don't you dare. I will say, I live with my best friend. We
Besties.
laugh. We laugh I feel like we laugh all the time. Like, we joke with each other. Like, there are times where, like, he'll come home from work and he'll walk in the house and he'll find me in the room. He'll walk in and I flip him off. And like, we goof around, and I don't know, it's really great. But I guess I don't know how to really explain it, but although we have different love languages, he takes care of me in one way and I take care of him another way.
Yeah, agreed.
You know, like, there's a middle, but the fact that we're best friends is like the greatest thing ever.
And you
I know
do
it's
an
so
insane
cheesy.
amount for me also, so I'm
and vice versa.
Grateful, very grateful.
Like, where I lack, he fills that. And well, he doesn't lack in any part, but
well, yeah, I can't cook worth a fuck, and that's the thing.
One thing.
Yeah, I would burn fucking water if I tried to fucking heat it up.
But my advice for anyone, especially for my friend that had asked that question, is there's a give and there's a take. So the give that Ryan gives is all my bills are paid for. I don't have to worry about any of that. I do work, but
I mean, it's not like I take care of every single thing. Like, it's equal. You know what I mean? It's equal. We can say it's equal.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Like, you make sure that we have groceries.
Yeah,
bills
we're covered,
are paid.
yeah.
Like, but I take care of, I clean and I cook.
Yes.
And, like, there's
very good cook at that.
It's a give and take. And, it's a good.
I'd probably fucking die of starvation. Not really, but I'd have a lot of chicken tenders and shit like that. And the friends that know me, especially at work, are like, "Oh, hey, you have any chicken tenders today? You having fucking chicken sandwich today? You having a peanut butter jelly sandwich?" Because I eat like a 2-year-old. I'm notorious for that. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I eat like a 5-year-old now, not a 2-year-old. Fuck you guys.
Not even that. You know what's funny? Okay, so when we were, like, I was talking about how we went to Charlie Brown Farms.
Shout out to everybody at work, though, for real.
So Ryan is when he has sandwiches, it's just meat and cheese. That's it. Don't even think about putting anything. Like, don't put lettuce. Like, don't put anything on it. Okay.
Yeah. No tomatoes. No mayo.
Tomatoes
no
are
mustard.
gross.
Yeah, tomatoes are gross. Thank you. Yeah, no mustard, no mayo, no nothing. Just plain Jane. Cheese, maybe.
Well, yeah, you like your cheese. Well, very little.
Yeah.
But I will say, when we were at Charlie Brown's, I bought some aioli sauces, and I had him try it, and he actually liked it. So today, I made him a sandwich for lunch with very little sauce. Okay, this is a win. Like, if you know him, this is a win. I put very, very little aioli, and he ate the whole sandwich.
Ooh, he likes aioli, dude. He's winning. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I finally did it.
This is a win. Like, this is so amazing.
Thank you, guys. Quiet down. Quiet down set.
But it's amazing. Like, I'm so proud.
Yeah, I was eating this, and I was just kind of like, I'm getting through this. This isn't disgusting. This is actually good. But which one was it? It was a Chipotle one?
It was the Chipotle aioli.
Yeah, okay, that one's good.
Now, here's the thing. So we're alike in a lot of ways, but also very different. So we don't like tomatoes. We don't like onions. We don't like we don't like bell peppers, like celery. We don't like a lot of vegetables.
Yeah.
I love lettuce. But, so... like, my sandwiches, I love mayo. So I will douse anything that I eat in mayo. It's gross, but I love mayo. Not him. Me. He hates mayonnaise. So the fact that I was able to make him a sandwich today with a tiny bit of aioli, and he liked it, I was like, this is amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, it was a win for sure.
Yeah.
It was definitely a win.
It's definitely a win.
But I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not like a huge. We were just talking about this when we were eating. I don't like a huge amount of sauces on stuff. Like,
oh yeah, earlier.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like,
I mean, it's fine.
yeah.
But the
In
fact
moderation, I guess I got to build myself up to it because there's people out there that'll just eat like burgers and shit with stuff dripping off the side. I'm just like, dude, no.
that me, I'm
Yeah,
that person.
no, I don't get down like that. Like, I don't put a lot of sauce on spaghettis and stuff like that. I don't like a lot of sauce on pizza.
He's
None of that shit.
a butter noodle kind of person. Like plain noodle with just a little bit of butter, and he's happy.
Well, and I mean, like, spaghetti wise, like, I'll put sauce on it, but I'm not gonna have like a pile of sauce like off to the side. It's just gonna
Right.
be enough to cover it and then mix it around and get that flavor going,
Yeah.
and that's it. So yeah, the aioli was good though. The chipotle one was really good. What other one did you get?
Barbecue aioli.
Barbecue. That one was good too.
Yeah.
And then we got that bacon salsa.
Ooh, bacon me happy.
Yeah, I thought like, oh, this shit's gonna be disgusting. It's gonna taste like fat and like just gross, like bacon, like too much bacon, salty. This shit's pretty fucking good.
Yes.
It's a bacon salsa, if that makes any sense to anybody out there. And then we got what was the green one that we got?
Okay, so hold on. When I go to Charlie Brown's, I buy like the most random. Like I want to try everything.
Well, that's how
So-
the whole store is. It's random. Like, you just run into shit and you're like, what the fuck? They have a whole section for like pickles, items that have to do with pickles. So they have pickleball sets. They have rubber keychains that are pickles, pickle flavored
Yes.
pickle flavored candies and all kinds of shit. And they got like 17 different kinds of like pickles and packages and jars and all kinds of shit. It's a cool ass place to go in.
It's
but
amazing.
yeah,
It's-
you will spend a fortune if you run wild in there and just start grabbing shit.
I spent
So.
$200 yesterday.
Yeah.
I definitely did.
And then their soda selections are off the hook too. They have like 30 different kinds of every soda you can imagine.
No,
So it's,
more than 30.
well,
It's
I'm saying like in each category, like they have a thing for like regular sodas, and then they have like a sarsaparilla, and then they have all the root beers, they have all the strawberry flavors and lemon flavors and
They
like
have-
there's like a whole fucking just
yeah. And if you
area.
want like the crazy like sodas, you have what was it? Okay. So
oh,
I
they had a
told-
pickle soda.
I told
Fucking
Ryan
gross.
that we
Ugh.
should pick out a soda for him to drink on this episode. He said no. So you give him crap for that. But
Yeah, I'm not drinking pickle soda because I'll sip that shit and immediately just throw up all over my shit right here.
it's
Just
fine. I'm here.
Like-
I'm here. It's okay.
oh yeah, you're gonna clean up all over here. That's fucking gross.
No, you'll jump up, go that way, and
That
I'll be
would
like,
be me.
all right,
No
guys.
way.
But
I would die.
they had, was it buffalo soda, ranch soda, pickle soda, olive soda, they
Mustard
had-
soda.
Yes, mustard. They had
Disgusting.
mustard soda. Like they have the weirdest like flavors.
Those are
So-
for disgusting people.
But you try it just to try it. Like you don't drink the
I-
whole thing.
I know, but
I will
that's
say, the last time we were
so
there,
disgusting.
I did get a cucumber soda, and it was actually
Yeah,
really
but they
good.
make a cucumber Gatorade, so I mean, it's not the worst.
It's cucumber mint.
Well, whatever, but it's not the worst thing ever. Like that's
Well, you
not
don't
a
even
horrible.
like cucumber.
I do not like cucumbers at all.
What did he do?
He's like totally stretching up on the window right now, like a weirdo.
The kitten is. We have a sliding glass door. Where is it? We have a sliding glass door over here.
He's like stretching out on it and stuff. He's being a weirdo. But yeah, so Charlie Brown's is dope.
Yeah,
We had a bitchin' weekend.
we really had a great weekend.
Yeah, it was a good one. And we also won our softball game, which was cool.
Yeah, you
And
guys
I
really-
experimented. Remember the other day I tried to experiment on Twitch and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So I've been talking about doing the whole streaming. Oh, I'm gonna go stream on Twitch. I had to get fucking all kinds of shit to even make it work that I have no idea how to work any of this stuff. So I ended up getting OBS, and that's a software where you can hook up everything to then stream on Twitch. And I was completely lost in the sauce. I know some people out there that listen to this, watch this, whatever, they do stream. So throw me some tips and tricks because I'm completely new at this. But it was cool. Like I didn't have anybody like come in because I was just trying to get everything situated and make sure it worked first. So I think I will start this streaming on Twitch. I don't know when, but I don't know, just to kind of just play around with the idea and see what kind of conversations get, going or whatever, and maybe get some fuel for the fire as far as the show. Um, but yeah, on Twitch, if you guys are on Twitch, I don't even know what my handle is on there. It's so bad.
Who was your first follower?
Yeah, it's digital_demons_pod on Twitch. So yeah, we'll go ahead and start that up pretty soon here. But yeah, the show's available, Apple Podcasts, YouTube now. Now that we have the actual camera working, because last week the camera took a shit, like 6 or 7 minutes into it, and it overheated. So that was not cool. I fixed the camera, got the whole setting thing all good, and good to go now. So this episode's probably going to be out on Monday, obviously, because it's a little bit on the later side of things. But yeah,
fault.
the audio stuff is still available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. YouTube, we're trying to get them views up a little bit. But for being a relatively new show, we're not doing too bad. I was just looking at the stats though. I
was gonna say, like,
just a little bit ago.
Tell them where, like, you have views like in different countries,
Yeah,
different states. Like, this is amazing.
Yeah, the locations thing is pretty cool. Because I was looking on Buzzsprout. So far it's been in 14 different countries. So we have the U.S., UK, Canada, couple different weirdo ones, Germany, Egypt, Turkey, Ireland, Brazil, Taiwan, Mexico, Chile, and Poland, which is pretty fucking sweet. And then 93 different cities throughout the U.S. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I mean, just us bullshitting, here at home, or me bullshitting wherever I end up going or whatever. It's pretty cool that we have the little outreach to literally like the whole world. So podcasting is pretty dope. I think it's fun. Yeah, and thanks everybody for watching and listening through 24 episodes now. We would have probably been to 30 by now if I didn't take a break recently, but
But it was reasonable.
Yeah, shit, you got to take care of yourself, like I said. You got to handle your shit. If you're not ready to do stuff, don't be doing it just because.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's that. But like always, you guys can find me on Instagram, digital_demons_podcast. YouTube, we're on there, Digital Demons Podcast. You guys can check out the channel, like and subscribe. That sounds so stupid saying that, but it is what it is. Give me some likes, give me some views. Subscribe to the channel. Same thing with same thing with Instagram too, man. Follow me on Instagram. I do play around on X a little bit here. I don't post a lot on there, but it is kind of a little speak my mind at the moment kind of thing if I remember to even use it, because I do write a lot of notes for like the show and stuff like that. So you can find me on X, DGITLDMNSPOD, Digital Demons Pod. And you can always shoot me emails at digitaldemonspodcast@gmail.com. But yeah, for this show, I think that's about it. We're going to call it curtains on this one, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of cold.
Yeah, I mean,
I did turn the fan on. That's my bad.
Oh yeah, freezing us out. So yeah, this is gonna be the end of this one. Shout out to everybody watching, listening to the show like always, and we're gonna go wrestle this insane kitten that we have now that he's made his debut. So yeah, we'll catch you guys next week on the flip side here. Yep.
Should they say hi to Blaze? Should they see Blaze?
No, he's in night mode right now. He's had a long day, stimulated day. He's good. We're gonna make Blaze's debut next week.
Me too.
We're gonna make his debut next week.
Okay.
So we'll see you guys next week. Thanks again for listening, and take care of yourselves. Peace.